It's the sound that Panther fans long to hear, the clack-clack of pads. It didn't take long for the Panthers to get physical. The first day of pads. It's a day that these veterans have looked forward to since the end of last season.
This is Mike Kraft along with Libby Weisman, and you are watching Camp Daily. Libby, for the second day in a row, Steve Wilks ran practice in the absence of head coach Ron Rivera. What were his impressions of the first day in pads?
Mike, Coach Wilks was actually really impressed with how the first practice in full pads went here down at Camp Wofford.
I thought the first day of pads was great. The tempo was good, sense of urgency was there. Early on, we had a couple of guys on the ground. Biggest thing, we got to understand how to practice in that situation, but for the most part, it was great.
The offense and defensive line squared off today as well. It's a time when technique can win out over brute force.
Glad to get out with the team. You see, I'm all out of breath, so we've been working today. That's a good thing. It wasn't that hot, so that was a good thing, and just getting better.
Yeah, it's just about me getting in shape and everybody working together, running after the ball, finishing plays, and just getting in, game shape, getting ready for these preseason games.
It's not just the physical demand for rookies, it's the mental side too. Players attending their first NFL camp are trying to take it all in.
It's definitely it's a process, I think the mental aspect of the game is a lot more intense now, and so I'm adjusting to that, but it's a process.
Mayo's defensive mates held their own on the first day of pads. Look at rookie Shaq Thompson making his presence felt against the run. And how about Colin Jones with the great diving pass breakup?
When we go through these practices, it's a lot of give and take, but you guys on defense, there's playmakers over there.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And, first day in pads, the defense is excited. It's been since January since we got to put them on, and that's when real football starts. So, we were excited to amp things up a little bit and be physical and go out there and try to make some plays on the football.
Libby, kind of a quiet day on the injury front. I know a couple of guys had IVs after practice. What else can you tell us?
I can tell you that Bené Benwickery and Chris Houston sat on the sidelines today. They were just dealing with some minor things today. Stephen Hill, however, has been placed on the waived injured. Coach Wilks gave us that update today that it was a right knee. But for all things Panthers training camp, we've got so much coverage, all on Panthers.com.